Hi, it's Dr. Amanda with StraightSmile Solutions. Let's continue today on our series about UConcept UTrainer appliances, specifically distributed by Great Lakes Orthodontic Laboratory. Overall manufacturer is 7Cs. If you've watched the other videos I made on these products, I've made a whole series just based on my experience, not only with these products specifically, but all kinds of other MyoFunctional devices, BioTrainers, eruptive guidance appliances, etc. I have a good, I would say, 4 to 5 years experience, and I've probably seen well over 1,000 cases once you kind of factor in all the different appliances that are out there, all the different systems that are out there. Recently, there was FDA approval of this new UConcept appliance. It's not that new. It's been around in Europe for quite some time. Just super excited. That's an affordable appliance, and it's something that a lot of my clients are using now, kind of integrated into their overall phase 1 treatment plans. So it's not always the only appliance they use. I think that's the biggest mistake that you can make, thinking this is like a one-stop shop, a cure-all. You just throw an appliance at them and it solves all the problems, and that's not the truth. So it's just going to be part of your overall plan. And very likely it's going to be the first part of the plan. And then you might move on to something later like braces, aligners, or even another functional appliance or something like that. So let's talk about the Class 2 appliance today. It's called U Class 2. Indications for use according to their instructions would be ages 6 through 12 with a 6mm or greater overjet. I'm going to tweak those indications now that I've seen a few cases and I've seen the appliances hands-on. My version of it would be, I don't think a 6-year-old could wear these. They're way, way, way too big. There's no way. So I'd have to be an awful big 6-year-old, or you'd have to really trim it in order for them to wear it. I would definitely start with their UTrainer first, UKitty UTrainer. Work your way up to these. Definitely 8 or 9-year-olds should be able to wear these. You're going to start with the soft for sure. This is the soft. And remember, we looked at the Class 3 one earlier. This is setting the bite differently. So this is going to set the bite at a super Class 1 or edge-to-edge bite. It's going to work very similar to a twin block, a bionator, or anything like that. So an activator, any of those type of appliances. Benefits are going to be improved airway because it's going to stimulate the lower jaw for growing, more oxygenation of the blood, which also can help, with behavior and other things. Again, these are not 100% scientifically proven. These are just anecdotal, but based on stuff that I've seen and other doctors have seen. There's a lot of awesome positive benefits that will happen when you use these appliances, as well as they can help with a little bit of arch expansion, relief from crowding. Basically, they're eruptive guidance appliances, so the teeth are going to come in, if you can see, and they're going to kind of bounce off the walls as the teeth come in. So the best indication for use is to start from these like when the kid is 5, 6 and they lose their first tooth, and you work through the series of appliances, and the teeth are going to bounce off the walls and come in straight, or pretty much straight. And it's going to be straight enough. If you have the right arch width, then things just generally come in straight. It's when you have a constricted arch that teeth are going to come in crooked, and that's where we have to think about doing canine exposures, taking out teeth, stuff like that. So this is why we want to get started early. And again, if you're interested in taking my assessment, it's called My Phase 1 Smile. I developed it. It's a quiz that you can do, or an assessment form starting on very young child, looking at all kinds of things, oral habits, looking at the x-rays, and deciding whether it's time to do phase 1 treatment or not. It's free. I'm happy to give it to you. All you have to do is visit my website at StraightSmileSolutions.com and message me, and I will send it to you, and it's free. So I think a lot of people find it really helpful. So again, let's talk a little bit more about these Class 2 devices and how they're different from the regular trainers and the Class 3. Definitely they have some super thick, on the top, it's pretty darn thick. That's going to keep the front teeth from flaring forward. Bottom's pretty long too. And definitely there's a higher kind of shield here that's going to keep the tongue from pushing the teeth forward. Some of the other appliances are a little bit better for training the tongue and getting rid of oral habits and stuff like that. I can see the buttons here that are meant to have the tongue expand the arches. That is more of an indication in the firm. You can see in the soft, that's not in there. So definitely if you have crowding or arch constriction issues, I would move your way up to the firm. I can see it's definitely a better appliance, but I think there's almost no way you could start with this appliance. It's just not going to be tolerated. It's not going to be something that the musculature can keep in. It's not going to be comfortable. They're not going to be able to sleep. Make sure that you follow all my other videos where I take you step by step through these appliances, give you tips on wearing them. And remember, you can't always only use these appliances. I've talked to you about that, how you might have to tag team it with an expander, or most likely you're going to have to move into a few finishing aligners or a few just couple braces at the end, and that's something that we can definitely help you with. If you have questions, it's really, really easy. And if you're getting started early, or if you have questions about insurance and billing, I'd be glad to give you a lot of tips on that too for phase 1. So anyways, so much to say. I could probably talk for 3 hours on this, but definitely a big fan of these appliances. Check them out, or buzz me and I'll be glad to introduce you.